I'm Terry Brock with TerryBrock.com, reporting for Business Journals. Customer service is vital for business growth today. If you have a competitive advantage in that area, you can get far ahead of the competition. I just discovered a technology that really is fabulous. I've been talking about the benefits of using video to serve customers, to solve problems through the years, and now discovered a company called SightCall. That's SightCall, SightCall at SightCall.com. They provide a service where companies can brand their service, the SightCall service, and be able to serve customers when there's a problem in the field. And they need to show right now on the screen what's there with circles and arrows and pointing and things like that, squeezing an image. They do a great job with it. Kind of like Skype, but they take Skype and move it to the next level. Watch this video interview as I talk to their CEO, Thomas Cottreau from SightCall, about how you can gain a competitive advantage using technology. Thomas, I'm fascinated with what you're doing there. You've got SightCall visual support that is real-time communication, solving real-world problems for people. Can you think of some examples how it might work in a certain industry? I'm thinking consumer electronics or others. Can you think of an example where it's being used and people are using it in the real world?
Yeah, I will give you an example of one of our customer, Fortune 100 company, who is using a solution to help a customer to solve their printer problem. So you've got a printer from this brand. It doesn't work. What do? You take the support page and you're calling the 0800 number, right? Then you have an agent online, and what this agent will do is ask you a set of questions, right, to help you to understand what is wrong with your printer. And he will even try to help you to solve your problem if he can, or else he will ask you to send the printer back, or eventually to he will dispatch a technician on your place to help. This support agent, they have a new tool in Salesforce console. So directly from their Salesforce console that they're using for all of their case management, they can simply click on the SightCall button, and from there they can send you SMS to your smartphone. So they ask the customer, okay, do you have a smartphone? And if the customer says, oh yeah, sure, and then they ask, okay, could I ask you to use your smartphone to show me the problem that you have? And that's pretty interesting, because more than 80% of the customers say, yeah, sure. If I can help, and if it can help to solve my problem now, for sure I will do it. And so if the customer agrees, then they just send the SMS to this customer. The customer just has to click on the link that is in the SMS message, and automatically it starts the back camera of his smartphone, and the agent can see what's happening directly in his Salesforce console, right? And so from there, he can ask the customer, because he's got a live pointer on his screen, so he can ask the customer to go this way or this way to exactly figure out where the problem is. And then at any time, he can even pause the video. He can switch the flashlight on the smartphone, even remotely, because if the customer has to go in some very dark side, then he will want to see it better. So by remote, he starts the flashlight, he checks what's going on, he pauses the video, he can draw on his screen to explain him, okay, I've got it now. It's just a paper jam, or just the way you replace your cartridge, which is not well plugged. Could you please do that and that? And by drawing on the screen, you can explain to the customer how to solve the problem. So it's a huge saving for this company, because what they told us and what we started to work on with them is that they have between 20 and 30% of the printers that are sent back to them because they don't work. When they test them, actually they work fine.
Yeah, that's really a common error we see often, that the customer, which doesn't know, who doesn't know the product, they send it back. Well, the cost is to the company to return it, and then the customer is without that product. This
Yeah.
way, by using your technology, it really is a way to increase productivity and to increase their bottom line, so that as they're using it and leveraging the technology, they get a whole lot more done a lot faster. And it seems like you are able to contribute to the bottom line directly.
Yeah, absolutely. The customer is happy because his problem is solved now, and there's nothing better than having your problem solved immediately in the way we're living now. You're ready to do anything that using your smartphone for that. Sure, if it can solve my problem, I'll do it.
Yeah. It's not only going to
Um,
save them the money, but even more importantly, think about that customer that's got the paper. Use your example of the printer that's not working. The technician can help them resolve it and cut through that like a knife through warm butter. They know what to do. They see it, and now they've saved the time, because even under the best company, they say, "Fine, we'll pay for the shipping to return it to our place. We'll ship it back to you." You're looking at best at a few days, maybe a week or longer, on time that is lost. Precious productivity, and it just creates hassle. You are able to cut through that by leveraging the technology. This is a really good tool that you have.
there's one sentence that I love that this customer reported to us, that one of their customer said at the end of the video session with the support agent. What this customer said is, the service that you provided is even better than the printer that I bought.
That is good. Well, I think that the two together can really help. And I've long thought about, and actually get frustrated. Personally, when I'm working with a company and they've got a product, it's a good product, but I'm doing something wrong with it. I don't know the product. It's new. They back there at the office, they know it. They're working with it all the time. If they could just see what I'm doing. I've often become frustrated with the company. I say, "Don't you have Skype? You don't have a Skype connection? Why?" Because I could just show you real quickly what's going on with this object, and a person could say, "Oh, it's on the left side, touch the blue switch or do this," or whatever it is. It would be so much nicer. And I think that you have now consolidated that into one set of technologies. It looks really, really nice.
Thank
I
you.
like the way that you're doing that. Well, if someone wants to find out more about this, and they want to see what can be done with SightCall and the visual support that you provide, what's the best place for them to go to get more information?
Uh, I would say on our website, sightcall.com.
So sightcall.com. Please spell that for us, for those that might not be able to understand that completely. Please spell that.
Yeah, it is SIGHTCALL.
Sightcall.com. There we go. And I'll say, for those of you watching this, I've been over there and looked at it. And for me, it's really exciting to see this technology, because it really does solve problems. It's, the company, Thomas, as a founder, thinks they talk about video. Well, they do that. They do it really well. But what they're doing is they are as a business partner for you to solve problems and to increase your bottom line. I just want to make sure that my competitors do not use this. That's the one thing I want, because I don't want them doing it at all. This is a great technology. Thomas, you've really helped us a lot on this. And any other points that you want to add before we say goodbye, that you feel could be important for someone who's looking at it thinking, "Okay, seems like a nice tool. I don't know if we could use it in my business. Why wouldn't we just use FaceTime or something?" In a capsule, tell us why we would be able to do this through SightCall.
So the reason why first you cannot really use FaceTime or Skype to do what we're doing, which is a question that we have every day, right? Okay, why don't I use FaceTime? So just in a nutshell, first we're providing a lot of capabilities that you don't have, right? For example, drawing on your screen and saving picture from the live stream. All of these things, but the key point is also the way you start the interaction. And so, would a support agent share with you his Skype ID? It's not allowed to, right? Because you're breaking all of the skill-based routing mechanism that they have, his availability, the confidentiality of the agent.
That's right.
And so, because of all of these reasons, you really can't use this other technology, but you need to have a solution that can be integrated into your process as a company, that becomes part of it. And so I think that's really a key point that makes that today people really use a solution, because on the company side, it becomes part of their process. We don't break their rule. We don't break their workflow. On the other side, on the customer side, it's also very important to have it as part of the experience that the enterprise is providing to this customer. And that's why we're providing the service as an SDK for mobile, because it has to be integrated as part of the enterprise mobile application.
Right. So the SDK, of course, is the software development kit. So you're providing the tools and exactly what they need to customize it, which I really like. Skype is a good start, but you go even further and customize it to the needs of individual companies.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As what we love is creating brand loyalty with our customers. And it's not our brand, it's the brand of our customer that is creating this loyalty because they provide the service. So it's part of their experience.
Yes, indeed. Well, it's a very useful service, and I can see that with working with it, SightCall becomes really a business partner for many firms. You think of maintenance, you think of repair. I often have talked about in my programs as a speaker, when I go someplace, how tools like this can be used for first responders in the event of a natural disaster somewhere or an emergency situation. What you're doing is really helping people in many different ways. Thomas, we really appreciate you joining us today, and we'll look forward to hearing more good things in the future.
Thank you.
And for those of you that are joining this by video, I highly recommend get over there and take a peek at this. Go to SightCall.com. That's SightCall, SightCall.com. Take a look at that. Watch their videos. You'll see what it's there. And I think you'll go, oh, wow. My first thought was, oh, yeah, this is very much like Skype or like Zoom or FaceTime. Great tools. They do a wonderful job. This says, okay, we'll see your FaceTime. We'll see your Skype. We'll see your Zoom. And we're going to take it even beyond that with real-world practical applications. Thank you for joining me on this. I'm Terry Brock with terrybrock.com and reporting for Business Journals.